Not much. Just trying to build me some arrows for my compound.
Nice. So does that have all the waveforms in it now? Hopefully it does.
What?
Now all of a sudden I found where the some of the data is I was looking for. No, so for this paper I'm working on, I was missing some of the data I knew I had took. And although we didn't fully complete it, I still think I should use some data from some other soils that are independent of my model.
Yeah.
So it's a better model and it'll probably show it works like crap, or I'm at least going to try it before we submit it. It's probably not going to turn out very well. That data kind of stinks, but trying to get something published on it. So I don't know. I was trying to read papers on it and I was having a hard time comprehending them today.
It happens.
Because about like how electrical current moves through things, which is not my cup of tea.
The thing you need to know about electrical current, you'll always find the shortest path to the ground. So yeah. Like does electrical current stimulate like plant growth or anything like that?
No, so essentially what we did is we have some soil probes that are like my finger, and you send a soil probe a pulse down the probe, and
Yeah.
how long it takes to get to here depends
Yeah.
upon the media it's stuck in and how much water is in the soil.
Gotcha.
Because it essentially takes charge. Charge comes out of it more if there's a conductivity around the probe.
Yeah.
Whereas if there's no conductivity along the probe, all of it just goes directly up the probe.
Gotcha.
And the travel time it takes is much shorter because none of it's being lost to the soil that has water in it. So, how's your meeting?
Boring.
Yeah, meetings will get that way.
This is how boring it was, Hans.
Oh, did someone figure out you were in a deer stand during your meeting like what happened to me?
Dude, they would have lost it.
I bet you guys don't do Zoom though.
Oh, they do.
Oh,
If I knew I could have done over Zoom, I would have kept my happy ass at home.
I like Zoom for doing meetings. Although I think the one meeting I need to do discussing this data, I'm going to go down to Brookings and do because it's going to be a lot easier to describe it to people when they're in person versus doing it over Zoom.
You know what I just drank, right?
What?
Grog.
Grog?
Yep. Not warm.
Drinking OJ.
Dude, I like how grog tastes cold.
OJ with some added things to it.
Did OJ kill his wife? No.
Mm.
Did he have to kill his wife? Yes.
Hi, Isabel. OJ wrote a book if he did it.
Yes, he did write a book.
To be honest, if he was in some poor southern rural town with a cheap public defender who was overworked, he would have been convicted.
Oh, yes, he would have.
Because people get convicted on much less evidence.
Oh, yeah. The glove didn't fit, remember?
Yeah, I don't. He was the juice. He was a good running back, though.
Yeah, dude, he was a great running back. Don't get me wrong. A lot more athletic than I ever was.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna start talking about games from last week. Number 10 was lion hunting on Thanksgiving, and Matt LaFleur actually opened up his playbook and threw some deep balls, and the Packers
did not get fixed.
For the most part caught his balls. And when LaFleur was actually calling plays downfield, the Packers deep could run the ball too, and their offense looked pretty good. And Micah Parsons continued to get some sacks, and now he's up to third in the NFL in sacks. behind Miles Garrett. And who's the guy on the Giants who came over from the Panthers? I should know his name.
I know that. I don't know his name, but I know.
Brian Burns. But the two best pass rushers are on two horrible teams. So
Not for next year.
Miles Garrett is probably going to win Defensive Player of the Year and be on a 3 or 4 win team.
He's going to the Bears.
I don't know. I heard rumored about trading Justin Jefferson too.
There's been a lot of rumors. Hey,
So
I
anyway,
saw one today about Barkley coming to the Bears next year.
I don't think that's going to happen. I think the Bears have a good. I don't think the Bears should trade for a running back because their rookie running back has been pretty good, and they're not paying him anything. And DeAndre Swift has been solid, so it is a duck.
It could be a goose. If you're from Fibland and think you're out duck hunting, you should have Canadian goose and have the right day.
You shouldn't even need to take Canadian goose season. Should be just open all year, and you shouldn't need any extra takes to shoot Canadian geese because there is no shortage of them.
No.
So, but obviously they make money by selling more tags and asking you for more snaps, so they do that. Next game, Chiefs versus Cowboys. Cowboys eked out a win. Cowboys have been playing good football. Mahomes actually played well, but the Chiefs defense didn't play that well. Chiefs definitely aren't the same team they were last few years. They might not. I think they're highly likely not to make the playoffs.
They're not gonna make playoffs.
But they'll probably have like 9 wins, but they probably won't make the playoffs. I think they still have to play the Chargers and Broncos again too.
Yeah, they're gonna lose.
And I don't know, they might lose either of the.
Maybe not against the Chargers, but against the Broncos.
I have something to say about the Chargers when we get to them. So the Cowboys might go on a run and make the playoffs, though. Who knows? The Cowboys are playing good ball. As long as their defense can play okay, the Cowboys can win games. Next game, Joey B came back to the Bengals and played good ball. And to be honest, the player that did the best on my fantasy team.
When did you do that, Hans? I think I missed that one.
I don't know. It was a reel from a while ago. But I don't know.
You got any more of that?
No, I don't. I don't have more of that.
Is it whiskey?
I don't even remember what it was. But I tried it and put up a reel of it. I probably shouldn't post those reels, but I did.
Oh, dude, yeah, you should. I should send you pickle whiskey.
I had one of me doing pickle vodka.
Dude, somebody at Woodman's
TikTok and not my YouTube. I guess I could share it to my YouTube.
At Woodman's, they gave me a free sample of that stuff.
And habanero vodka.
No.
I need to get some of Ryan Rubel's Chedka vodka. I suppose if I really wanted to be a tool bag, I could make the annoying Ditka stash that all you Bears fans have from stash trading.
Here's your punishment. If the Bears beat the Packers, you got to do the Ditka stash. Yes. Yeah. Oh. And for my punishment, I got to do Wisconsin sushi. Yay.
Tomato shot.
Oh, yeah. And I have a Canadian whiskey I can do it with, so.
I see.
Could you imagine me having just a minnow on my desk and a little fish bowl waiting for.
Yeah, rip and wrap. That's a rattle trap, not rip and wrap.
It's a cream bait fishing hard bait. I'm just gonna drop it down for stripers out at rock cut and jig the shit out of it.
So the quarterback you think was a bum played good. The quarterback who we think isn't the most attractive looking guy did not play good. And the Ravens lost. Whoever wins the AFC North, that could get interesting because the Steelers
Okay.
are playing good. The Bengals only have 4 wins, but finally have their starting QB back. Who knows how the Ravens will play? The Ravens and Steelers play twice more, and I expect the Steelers to win at least one of those games.
Yeah.
But
Steelers are going to the playoffs. I hate to say it, they go to the playoffs every year. At least they have a winning season every year. That's why Mike Tomlin still has a job. So whatever ESPN analyst said Mike Tomlin should be fired is a freaking idiot. Why would you fire your head coach that has a winning season for the last 10 years?
Ask that some of the SEC ADs who fire their coaches after going 6-6.
They have no faith in people. That's what it is. It's
And then
probably Daniel Orlovsky.
Fire a coach that has done worse every year and went from 7-5 to 5-7 to 4-8, and they're bringing him back.
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin doesn't want to. The thing is, though, these schools have to pay out $50 million to a coach, and they fire them, and then they hire a new coach, and half the time the new coach doesn't work out, and after 3 or 4 years they fire them and then owe them $30 million in dead money. It's crazy. Next game, Eagles and Bears. Very, very disappointed about the outcome of this game, and very disappointed about how Saquon Barkley played because he's quite part of the reason my fantasy team lost.
Who did you lose to?
What?
Who did you lose to?
Evie, your daughter.
Has she been annoying you yet?
Chat?
Oh, yeah.
I don't think so. I guess I haven't looked today, but
Might not because she get ready for volleyball.
I should have picked up Seattle's defense rather than the Rams' defense.
Someone needs to pick up that freaking new tight end the Steelers have. He's like 6'7", 280 pounds. Washington. He'll be good next year.
Develop him into a Jimmy Graham on the Saints.
Yeah. Yeah.
Next game, 49ers and Browns. Weather was awful. 49ers took care of business versus Shadur. The NFC West is going to be very interesting how it turns out because there's 3 really good teams in that division. So that's what I have to say about that game. And Christian McCaffrey is playing really good ball.
He always does.
So the 49ers have a bunch of injuries. They're still playing good football. Yeah. Next game, Jaguars and Titans. Jaguars took care of business. Titans looked awful. Titans are definitely the worst team in the NFL.
The Packers are.
They actually have a chance of winning, though. Because we will get to that in a minute. Next game,
let me rephrase that question you said. The worst team in the NFL is who, Hans?
The Titans.
No. It's the Vikings.
I don't know. The Titans are way better at quarterback than the Vikings, but that doesn't mean the Vikings have a better defense than the Titans, but the Titans have a better quarterback than the Vikings.
What, Judge? We'll get to that when we get to the Vikings.
Next game was between the Texans and Colts. Texans defense continues to wreak havoc, and Danny Dimes has I think it was a clavicle or some type of injury going on that's lingering. Like, I think he can still play, but he's definitely not 100%.
Yeah.
Definitely affecting my pick of the Colts game this week. But
No,
the
it's
Texans
not.
were able to eke out a win. CJ Stroud's playing okay football, but the Texans defense is playing really well.
Yes.
Next game between the Saints and Dolphins. The Dolphins were able to beat the Saints, which we both expected the Dolphins to win. Tua is still tied for the NFL lead in interceptions with Geno Smith. So Tua is definitely not playing the greatest ball this
No.
year. But who knows? Miami might win one or two games because I think they play the Jets this week.
They're not going to win two. They're not going to beat the Jets.
Okay, that'll be your pick.
I think they might beat the Jets.
Next,
Who's quarterbacking for the Jets?
Tyrod Taylor. They benched Justin Fields. And supposedly they wanted to use him in a Wildcat or Taysom Hill like role, and he did not want to do that because he's bitter about being benched.
Yeah, he don't want to get benched. He thinks he's good. He's from Ohio State.
He's going to get back for 1 or 2 years and just be out of the NFL.
Yeah, he should never got drafted. Okay,
He's
I'm
never
gonna go on a little rant here. You know, the quarterback from NIU a few years, or I would say 8 years ago, that was in the running for the Heisman Trophy, and he transferred he made the switch to be from a quarterback to a running back. I can't think of his name. Then he went to they transferred him up. He got cut from the Bears, even though he was great. Then he went to Canada and won a gold. They're two Grey Cups. I can't think of his freaking name though. And he was way better than Justin Fields.
Well, I think everyone's look is in a vacuum, and if you're on the teams that are on prime time or nationally televised games, you get a lot more views than if you're on some team that is not well known. And I'm almost wondering with the college football playoff if they're doing the same thing, because obviously the NCAA wants teams like Ohio State and Notre Dame and Alabama and Georgia in the playoff, even though they're perennially good teams. But that's what gets some views.
And they won't have teams like Notre Dame because they don't like Notre Dame.
No, they want Notre Dame in there because Notre Dame brings views. Hence, why is every Notre Dame's games nationally televised?
You got one there. It wasn't last week I was mad.
I think Notre Dame will get into the playoff, though.
Yeah, they're going like in the 8th or 9th. Like
They'll be like a 10 seed, but they'll make it in. Next game, Falcons and Jets. Nick Folk, who's been a good kicker, kicked like a 50-some-odd yard field goal to get the Jets the win. Kirk Cousins going to beat the Jets. Granted, the Falcons team is not very good.
Speaking of kicks, did you see the kick last night?
No, we're talking about that because that's one of 2 comical plays of the week. Talk about the other comical play after 2 more games. So, that game, Cardinals and Buccaneers, Baker was able to beat the Cardinals hurt. The Buccaneers should be able to make the playoffs unless the Panthers can somehow make some upsets. But Buccaneers are playing decent. They've lost to most of the good teams they've played, though.
Yeah.
But they won 20-17, I think. Next game, Rams and Panthers. The Panthers were finally able to make Matty Stafford throw some picks. And Bryce Young played some good ball. And although he didn't throw the ball enough to the wide receiver, Cat McMillan, who I have on my fantasy team, he did play good enough to win. The Panthers, they lose to some bad teams, but they beat some good teams. I don't know. They're a lot better than we expected because I think, did me and you and Zach do our picks of the NFC South or not?
Yeah, we did.
Didn't we predict the Panthers to have like 5 or 6 wins or 4 or 5 wins? We predicted them to be pretty bad.
Yeah.
So they're definitely doing better than we expected. Next game is a game we're going to talk about that as a comical play. The Vikings started Max Brosmer at quarterback because J.J. McCarthy has a concussion. And the Vikings look like a team that is putting an inexperienced quarterback out behind a bad O-line.
Yeah.
And like their quarterbacks are like playing like they're scared and they're missing wide receivers. And I wish I would have had Seattle's defense on my fantasy team because they had 29 fantasy points on defense, which usually only happens if there's like two turnover or kick returns for a touchdown.
Yeah.
Very rarely happens, which shows how bad the Vikings played.
Yeah.
And there was a comical play. So I was listening to this on the radio when I was driving. So the Vikings defense was playing good. And then they sent Sam Darnold, and Sam Darnold fumbled the ball at the Seattle 13. So then the Vikings got the ball to a 4th and 1 or 4th and 1.5. And rather than kick the 3 and be tied 3-3, which basically having his starting over or whatever, they decided to go for the death punch and go for it with the quarterback making his first start. And because they weren't effective running the ball so far, they decided to make a pass. And whatever, the quarterback got flushed out of the pocket. And he would have been better off just sailing it over the back of the end zone. But instead, he did an underhand throw up. And then Seattle returned it for a touchdown. And people have made a lot of memes of that play. And the Vikings offense just looked horrible, and their defense played okay, but the Vikings got shut out for their first time since 2007. So that was not a good game on the Vikings' behalf.
They played
Seattle.
They played Sunday night, didn't they?
No, Sunday at 3:25 or 3:15. So Vikings offense is struggling. JJ will be back. JJ Mack will be back this week. We'll see how he does. I have zero faith he'll do well. He's played like 6 good quarters the whole year, and the rest of his play has not been very good. But I think the Vikings offense just looks like what happens when you put an inexperienced quarterback or a bad quarterback out behind a O-line with injuries / isn't playing well.
Yeah.
Next game was between Bills Mafia and the Steelers. Aaron Rodgers looked like he was in a battle getting his bloody nose or cut on his nose.
Who hit him? That's what I want to know. Who hit him to give him that?
I don't know. The beams of his face were pretty good, though.
Oh, yeah.
Josh Allen was able to escape the windy conditions in Pittsburgh with a win. Steelers' offense looked horrible. And then people are criticizing Tomlin, and they booed the stick song, the good stick song they play as their hype song. So people are frustrated with the Steelers. We'll see what happens the rest of the year. They're obviously going to be in the look for a quarterback this next year.
No, look at you, Rodgers.
Rodgers is retiring. Rodgers' quality of play is going downhill.
He is not going to retire. Rodgers retired.
Next game was between the Raiders and Chargers. Chargers took care of business. I think that Herbert, though, like fractured or hurt his left hand and had to have surgery on it.
Yeah.
So it might not be 100%. Which is going to make a really tough pick for me on Monday Night Football this next week. Because the other team they're playing is good but struggling too. It's probably going to be like the score between the Philly and Detroit and Philly and Packers game, to be honest, because the Chargers are playing Philadelphia this next week. So the score will probably be like 10-7.
You really think Philly's gonna come back and?
I think I'm going to pick Philly to win, but I don't. I could completely see it. If Herbert's banged up, I could completely see the Chargers losing like 10-7. So next game between Broncos and Commanders, Mariota played a good game, and somehow the Broncos got lucky and made a good defensive play to stop a 2-point conversion attempt.
Whose kicker missed the ball and towed the ground?
And so we're to the last game between the Giants and Patriots. Drake May played good. Patriots took care of business. And then Younghoe Koo, the Giants were going for a field goal, and they snapped the ball, and punter, whoever was a holder, actually did a decent hold. And then Younghoe Koo kicked his foot into the ground about 18 inches behind. I guess it was going towards the field goal post. It would be behind the ball. And then the punter tried running for the first down and got sacked.
I think Younghoe Koo is going to be out of a job.
Yeah, he lost his confidence this year. That's why Atlanta cut him. He was a good kicker until this year.
You had him on your fantasy football team last year, didn't you?
I might have. No, I think I had him the 1 year, but I think last year I had Philadelphia's kicker. Then I picked up Boswell.
Yeah, my
kicker that was struggling, and then I picked up Boswell. And Boswell, I like Boswell, although the last few weeks he hasn't done that good.
My favorite kicker is not on nobody's team right now.
What?
So my favorite kicker is not on nobody's team right now.
Dean Island, where he's had some massage with extra place.
Yeah, him and old boy from the Browns. We're going to 2-for-1 deal.
They're going to random Asian massage places.
Maybe.
We should not joke about it. What they did is probably not right.
No. You know, some of these are your arrows for your compound. I got sitting on my desk. I was going to take them to you this past weekend.
Yeah.
But I never made it across the border.
I see.
I hear they don't let fibs in Wisconsin.
Fibs aren't allowed in Wisconsin. Actually, I don't care if they come there, other than they're annoying a little bit. They spend money in Wisconsin, so I don't really care. So this week, I think we'll have some picks that are different this week, because I know I'm going to pick at least one or two of these games different than you. So on Thursday Night Football, the red hot Dallas Cowboys head up to the Motor City to face the Lions, who are starting to accumulate a lot of injuries. So I think I'm going to pick the upset, or sort of upset, and I think the Cowboys are going to win.
I'm going with the Cowboys. They're the best offense in the NFL right now.
The Cowboy offense has been playing good, and like I think one of the Lions cornerbacks just got hurt, and they're getting quite a few injuries. So
I'm going George Pickens.
What?
George Pickens will have over 70 yards.
No, I could see the Cowboys going into Motor City and beating the Lions.
And Dan Campbell getting fired this year.
I don't think he's going to get fired, but I could see the Lions missing the playoffs, but I don't see him getting fired. But the Lions definitely are not as good as last year when they lost their two coordinators and lost some old linemen.
Yeah.
Although Jahmyr Gibbs and Montgomery are still doing pretty well, but they're just not as good.
I think old Kenny Clarkson clog that line hole up for Jameer Gibbs and David Montgomery.
Maybe we'll find out. Next game. This game, I don't. How much is Vegas thinking the Ravens are going to win this game by? I have better luck.
I thought you both my laptop and look too, but I don't know if it's charged or not.
No, so Aaron Rodgers heads from the Steel City to Baltimore to face the Ravens, and I just feel like one of the two Ravens Steelers games always goes to the worst team. And the Ravens always struggle to play the Steelers.
I'm going Captain Catfish.
That's who I was going with. I'm going to go with the Ravens too. Granted, the Ravens, Lamar hasn't been playing that good of football lately, but
Hand the ball off to Derrick Henry and let him run it down the throat.
oh, that's week 14.
Does Vegas have the Ravens winning?
So Vegas has Detroit -3. I'm still not going to pick Detroit. Vegas has Baltimore -6. So they really think they definitely think the Ravens are going to win.
Yeah.
I'm picking the Ravens.
That's what I would do.
Okay, this is the game I said the Titans might be able to win. So Cam Ward heads to Cleveland to face most likely Shadur and the Browns. I am picking the Browns, although I think the Titans definitely could get their second win.
I'm going the Browns. I think Myles Garrett's going to eat old boy up.
I was looking at stats, and the quarterbacks who have been sacked the most is Cam Ward and then Geno Smith. And then Drake May's gotten sacked a lot too, but Drake May's been winning and throwing for a lot of yards.
Yeah.
And let's see who's favored. Yeah, Cleveland's favored by 3.5. Next game, Danny Dimes and the Colts head to Jacksonville to face Trevor Lawrence and the Jaguars. Colts always struggle in Jacksonville, so I'm picking the Jaguars.
I'll split it.
Okay. I don't know if you're gutsy enough to split this next game, although I completely see us being wrong. So Marcus Mariota and the Commanders head to Minneapolis to face J.J. McCarthy and the Vikings.
I'll split. I'll take Minneapolis. I'll take Mariota.
The Commanders too.
Yeah.
I'm not picking the Vikings.
Go Ducks.
Although I could see them winning that, but I don't know. The Commanders put up a fight against Denver though, so obviously Mariota can move the ball some.
Do I think Marcus Mariota is a better quarterback than old boy? Oh yeah, yeah, hands down.
And he has not been very good in the NFL. He's kept himself in the NFL for 10 years, but he hasn't been anything special.
What teams did he went to?
He was on the Titans for a while.
Well,
and then he went to the Raiders.
He's not been with a good team.
No, he hasn't been on good teams. Well, teams will pay people that have experience starting some money in case they need a fill-in player, even if they've been kind of busts. Next game, Hawk Tua and the Dolphins head up to New Jersey to face Tyrod Taylor and the Jets. I am going to laugh my butt off if Tua someone's beat, but I'm going to pick the Dolphins.
Yeah, I was up at Dolphins. So that's about Waddle.
I wonder if the Dolphins have played their way out of their coach getting fired, because they have started to win some games.
I hear
But
Tyreek Hill wants to become a Bear.
I hear Tyreek Hill's going to start to go to Planned Parenthood and get some free things to use.
Oh. Remember, Trump cut Planned Parenthood, so they're not free anymore.
Oh,
I'm joking. I don't know. I'm just giving shit.
I don't think they've cut it. I think they might have cut some of the funding to it, but
What's the next one?
cracking bad jokes. I'm cracking bad jokes tonight.
Oh, not bad. They're good jokes. So, what's the next one?
The New Orleans Saints head to Tampa to face the Buccaneers. I
I'm
assume
going
they
Buccaneers.
played last week, so I'm picking Buccaneers.
Yeah. The shirtless wonder says the Buccaneers are going to the playoffs.
They probably
But
will.
he's a Baker Mayfield. He's always been a Baker Mayfield fan. He's not a Buccaneer. Yeah. He said that stupid thing Cleveland never did was get rid of him.
Yeah. You see where Cleveland's at now.
They got George Santos on a pile of poop.
They end up taking, if they draft high again, if they end up taking another quarterback too.
6 quarterbacks on their depth chart.
But we'll have to see how the draft plays out, because they're like one of 5 or 6 teams that really need a quarterback next year. Because I think the Titans will give Cam Ward another year.
Yeah, they got to. He's a rookie.
Steelers need a quarterback. The Raiders need a quarterback. The Jets need a quarterback.
I need a quarterback.
What? Who needs a quarterback?
I need a quarterback.
No, but what I think are most needy for the quarter that don't have either a person who's injured or don't have someone who'll start for a few years. Next game, Joe Burrow heads to Buffalo to face the Bills. All I know is the Bills. I'm picking the Bills, but I can completely see the Bills getting upset because the Bills have been inconsistent.
Okay, what do you know about Josh Allen in late season football?
He plays good until he plays the Chiefs.
Yeah, I'm picking the Bills. I have no faith in that bum, Joe Burrow.
I think Joe Burrow's really good, and I think he'll have Higgins and Chase back next week.
Yeah, he's worried about his hair and his wardrobe and staying healthy and playing football.
I don't think so. He was hurt, and he's wanting to get back as quick as possible. And he came out and he played good ball.
I shouldn't be that hard on him, but he did a smart thing, though. Didn't he leave Ohio State his junior year?
And he went to LSU.
Yeah. And he won a national championship, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you sure that's the right game? Oh, yeah. So Buffalo's favored by 5.5. So
I'm taking Buffalo.
The Vikings are favored by 1.5 over the Commanders. That's funny. Next game. Bo Nix and the Denver Broncos head to Las Vegas to face the Raiders. I wonder if this is going to be as bad as their Thursday night game.
I'm going to tell you right now, Max Crosby is going to eat up Bo Nix.
So it might be another 10-7 game.
Yeah. It could go either way. Do we got to pick this one?
I'm picking the Broncos because they've obviously been winning games, although they do not look dominant in the least bit. So
I'll go the Broncos.
So you don't trust Geno Smith and their bad O-line either?
No. I'm going to tell you, they have a great running back. They have a great defense.
Butt kicked. Ashton Jennings got a sense of reality going from playing in the Mountain West on a good team mediocre conference to playing and a bad team in the NFL.
Yeah.
So this game got flexed to Sunday Night Football, but the team from the shittiest city in the NFL is heading from Chicago up to Lambeau to face the Green Bay Packers. And Jordan Love is going to be bear hunting, and last week he ate some lions, and this week he's going to eat some bears, so I'm picking the Packers.
I'm not picking the Packers. Why are you picking the Packers? I know you're a Packers fan, but let's be real here. The Bears have the best offensive football. The Packers have no defense.
No, the Packers defense has been really good.
Well, if Switch has another 100-yard game, Packers lose. I'm going to say,
And Jordan Love.
I'm going the Bears. I'm going to say Jordan Love at least throws one interception this game.
Jordan Love during Toyotathon is really good, though.
Yeah.
He's been good.
What do you mean he got flexed Sunday night?
They moved the Packers-Bears game to Sunday night.
Instead of Sunday at noon?
Or 3:25, yeah. And then they moved the Rams-Cardinals game or whatever game was Sunday night to like 3:25.
Okay.
Next game, Rams versus Cardinals. I think we're both picking the same team. I think the Rams are going to come off their win. Cardinals are not that good.
Well, I don't know how the Rams got beat last week, but they did.
Yeah, I don't know how they did either, but
I think Matty Stafford needs to retire.
But the Panthers were able to beat two good teams, the Packers and the Rams.
Yeah.
So
who plays one?
For a while.
Is that
That's
Monday night?
was so good because even though a bad team can beat a good team on any week, it's like
any given Sunday.
Yeah.
So are we done with our picks now?
Like if you pick Vegas favorites, like if you just pick the favorite every week, your picks would probably be like 10-6 each week.
Yeah.
If you pick the favorite team. So it's not like the bettors can even guess perfectly.
No, they can't.
So next week game, CJ Stroud and the Texans face Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. And I do not know why I'm picking the Texans, but I think the Texans are going to find a way to win, although I think that's probably not the best pick.
I'll say Kermit the Frog by 3.
Oh, I see you're going to pick the Chiefs.
Yeah. Hey, Mitch Piggy. I can't do Kermit the Frog's voice.
Mahomes actually hasn't been playing bad football. It's just the Chiefs.
What? I mean, he had some receivers, and Kelsey's too damn old.
3.5. It is at Kansas City, so that maybe I will pick the Chiefs. I'll pick the Chiefs.
Andy Reid, because Andy Reid keeps telling Patrick Mahomes and Nuggies.
And they keep getting the refs all these gifts. I think they might have cut back on the refs' gifts.
I'm not saying anything there. I almost said something, but this is
the refs. Only losers blame the refs for losing. If you're the better team than the other team, you should be ahead by enough where one bad ref call won't change the game.
Hey, what about that game against Seattle with the Packers?
The Fail Mary one or the Brian Bostic one?
I don't know which one everybody says is a catch, but it wasn't a catch.
That was the Fail Mary one.
Yeah.
It was an interception. It was not a touchdown. But they ruled it the replacement refs ruled it a touchdown.
Sure, it's the refs' fault.
Granted, the Packers did not play good that game. The score was like 14-12 or something. It was the Packers didn't score that many points.
Yeah.
Against my ex-Badger, Russell Wilson.
He was a good Badger.
Now he's cooked, though.
Yeah, that's when the Badgers were good.
Now Russell Wilson is cooked.
Oh yeah, he's cooked. I got 10% left in my battery, and I don't have a charger down here, so video quality might go down.
Okay. Last game, Monday Night Football. Philadelphia heads to LA to face the Chargers. And I don't know how healthy Justin Herbert's going to be. I'm going to pick the Eagles to have a bounce back game. I completely see this being a low scoring affair because I don't know. If Herbert's not 100%, the Eagles have a good defense. And if Herbert's not 100%, he's not going to score a lot of points. And I don't know what's happened to the Eagles offense. And the funny thing is, last week after the Bears game, some people were really mad at the Philadelphia's offensive coordinator, and they threw some of. I didn't realize they cracked it. They threw some of these at his house.
So, I'm gonna do my monthly book nomination for you, Hans. You ready for this?
No. Who are you picking?
Fly Eagles Fly.
I wonder who Vegas is thinking there.
The freaking Eagles.
-3. So they must think that Herbert's not going to be very good.
No. You see the book I'm reading? The Scavenger's Guide to a Hot Cuisine by Steven Ranella.
You would send me that. The thing is, I would try things in it.
Oh, dude, you love it. I read it like twice already. I'm reading it again.
Maybe I should just make some videos of me foraging on random. I should figure out random stuff I can forage on in the woods and try eating it.
Jackrabbit.
What?
Jackrabbit.
All I know is my dad's grandma grew up.
Yeah.
She's actually living in southeast Colorado by Durango. I think it's Durango. It's south of Denver on the mountain east front of the Rockies.
Yeah.
But they had a coal mine there, and then there was like a big fire that started because of the coal mine, and there was a strike.
Yeah.
So they have like a whole monument there that's constructed about the whole situation that happened. And they were living there during the Great Depression, and people tried farming that, and then it just kind of all just grew up to shrub because it was just so dry and impossible to grow anything.
Yeah, it's like high desert there, right? Or something like that.
Yeah. They actually abandoned a lot of the farmland after the Great Depression in the 40s and 50s because it wasn't farmable. But the jackrabbits, they had killed off a lot of the coyotes then. So the jackrabbit just got out of control, and it said they used to make jackrabbit pastrami.
Do it, Hans.
So they were curing the jackrabbit like people would cure pork or buffalo or beef.
I have cottontails here, but do it with a jackrabbit because they have bigger legs. What's your limit on jackrabbit there?
I don't even know, but they would just go around and kill jackrabbits with clubs because there were so many of them. They were just like completely out of control because they had eliminated all the coyotes. Now there's so many coyotes. Now there's a lot more coyotes, and it's like with all these hunting leases and so forth, and outfitters and so forth. It's not like coyotes get hunted. Like 50 years ago, like a rancher, you probably ask them to shoot coyotes, and they're just like, yeah, go ahead out. Like kids would ask someone to shoot coyotes and be like, yeah, go ahead and shoot them. But now there's all this money in hunting. So it's like if someone from Texas or Denver has a hunting lease on a property, it's not like it's not like the landlord just like, yeah, go out there and shoot rabbits or coyotes or whatever. Where in the past, it's like they just be like, go out there and shoot them. We don't care.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of coyotes. So not many people hunt for fur, and there's plenty of chunks of land that don't really get hunted for them. So there's not that many jackrabbits now.
So that's your challenge. Go shoot a jackrabbit this week with Nate Pastrami.
I almost hit one when I was in Montana.
Is there that many jackrabbits near you? I think you shot him before.
I shot one in North Dakota. That's the only one I've shot. I haven't seen that many by me here.
Then is there rabbits by you near your tree stand or anything like that?
A bunch of cottontails.
Do it with them.
Not many.
You have a small game license.
I'll probably shoot some rabbits soon.
What I want to do is do it with Canadian goose.
I haven't shot a goose in a while. I don't really hunt for
My
them.
phone's at 3%.
3%?
3% now.
You know what? So it's draining battery as fast as mine is now.
Hmm.
You going deer time soon?
I'm going deer hunting tomorrow. I gotta take the car into Ford, get an oil change on it, then go home.
Nice.
Before we get -degree weather.
Yeah. I went to look for this storage drive, and then I ended up pulling my ice fishing rods out of my closet.
Nice. It's about that.
All of them.
You'll be ice in the middle of next week.
I'll be ice fishing by this weekend.
Oh, you will?
I think there'll be safe ice. It's supposed to get down to like -10 tomorrow.
You should go get a gold 1.5 inch Swedish pimple with chartreuse in the middle of it. I have one somewhere around here. That's my money lure, but I can't find it.
A glow shot spoon.
That works too.
That's what this is. No, I think the kids I talked to said there was 3 inches of ice on that one little pond I looked at, but they also said it wasn't very safe by where I drove up to. So the issue is there'd be like 4 inches of ice on that, but it snowed once ice had already formed.
Yep.
So there's a little bit of insulation.
I gotta set my ice candy. I got it downstairs.
If it gets tomorrow night, it'll probably form an inch of ice, even if there's a little snow on it, though.
Yeah.
It's been cold this week.
My Markham's all charged up.
I haven't charged up my flasher yet, but now
we better end this before it cuts me off.
Go Pack Go. Bear still suck.
Bear down.
Watching this stream.
Hey, Hodge got the dick mustache by Tuesday.
No, the Packers are going to win.
All right. I'll call you tomorrow.